Hi and welcome back to the Christmas gift series. If you saw my last episode you would have seen me make a chopping board out of a single piece of oak, which just so happens to be there. But during this episode we're going to be making a trivet, quite a simple thing to make, quite handy to have around, quite a nice thoughtful gift. Obviously when you're making a trivet it requires either ceramic tiles or quarry tiles or a similar like a slate or something like that to put the hot saucepan onto. In this case I managed to go down to B&Q and get some clearance tiles. This is a pack that's got a few missing or a couple broken. Was about £8. I managed to get £1.50, the pack for £1.50. I've got 2 packs of them just for future use in case I want to make some more in the future or some break or whatever. But like I said, there's a couple missing, there's a couple of broken. Other than that, most of them are fine. Brilliant, for £1.50 you can't really argue. I'm also going to be using what I believe is a American white oak. I'm pretty sure it is. I've got a whole box of scraps of different types of hardwood, so I'm kind of going through my books and seeing which one's which, because even though my knowledge is okay, it's not too bad with woods. There's so many out there, vast variety of different types of woods. When you get scraps with no labels on them, it's actually quite difficult sometimes to tell, differentiate the difference between various species, because some of them are so similar as well. So yeah, I'm pretty sure in this case it is American white oak. Someone can correct me and comment if they want on after my video has been posted. But that's what I'm going to be using for my trivet. Okay, once we've cut our rabbets and our miters, you should be pretty much left off with what resembles a pitch frame, or what is actually a pitch. So what I need to do now is go ahead and glue this up. Okay, so for a little bit of structure and a little bit of decoration, I'm going to be putting some inserts into the corners of the trivet. To do that, I'm going to have to create a jig. So I'm going to do that out of some of this plyboard I've got here, left over from various bits of other projects and whatnot. So I'm going to basically create a V-frame that's going to sit on a plate that you're going to be able to slide across the table saw to create a groove or cut into the corner of the trivet, and that will allow you to put a piece of wood, a different colour wood or whatever, in as an insert. This is how it should look once it's been run over with the jig. What I'm going to be using for the inserts is this piece of hardwood here. I have no idea what it is, like a lot of the hardwoods I've got. This one's completely different to me. I need to look it up actually, but basically that's what I'm going to be putting in there. Some little pieces, little blocks like this, and they should just fit in nice and firmly there, and then cut them off flush with the actual frame. The back, I'm going to be using this off-cut piece of oak here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 lengthways across the plyboard, and that should push it out and give it some structure to it and to the centre of where the pot's going to sit. Okay, so now we have the braces in place and all the inserts trimmed off. Obviously we need to get it all sanded down and varnished and finished up, but before we do that we need to attach the tiles to the actual ply what I'm using here is a Gorilla Glue. The reason I'm using this is because it's heat resistant and it's meant to be really, really strong. Right, that's the sanding done. I've also just rounded the edges off with the sander on these supports back here to make them nice and smooth. I've also given it a slight beveled edge. I don't know if you can see that there. Slight beveled edge, all done with the power sander. Just run it across it a few times just to take the edge off. Now that's been left to dry for a couple of hours, I'm just going to take a wet cloth and I'm going to wipe off most of the excess. And if you've been watching, you might remember these. This is when they come in really handy. Homemade bench dogs. Okay, so that concludes our trivet making session, and I'm pretty sure it's going to make someone very happy. So why not make someone happy yourself by making them a lovely, attractive, useful trivet like this one, or however you want to make it. So please remember to tune in again next time for Christmas gift number 3, and feel free to leave a comment and please subscribe if you haven't already, because I've got plenty of other projects coming up in the near future. So until then, see you next time.